not going right.
So are you telling me that if somebody, a lawyer, gets up and challenge the office of the general manager of National Hydrocarbons, a judge will just decide and tear the file?
You challenge people only on writing, when you write and submit to them, and they are the one that's supposed to decide on their writing. They will decide whether to take and throw it away or decide to accept what you are saying. If they have been silenced and not respecting the law, it's because they want it to be like that. That's why we said that there's a lack of that political will to address issue in Cameroon. And first of all, the judiciary is still being controlled by the executive. There is little or no separation of power in Cameroon. Sometimes you see things that are happening. You see an SEO go and say that if somebody does this, I'll ban him from going to Yaoundé and all, like, because we have laws in Cameroon. We have laws that are saying all those things. The laws that punishes all these things, be the 2014 anti-terrorism law or the penal code. When you do such a thing, something that is coming to destroy public institutions and all, like, we have the court that is supposed to try you, to take you to court, and the court try you. So in this case, we see the member of the judicial of the executive here in this sense, the SEO, coming out to tell us that he too he doesn't know anything that
lawyers
decide on anything.
No, lawyers have interpreted the decision, the prefectorial order, in their different ways, and up to now the order still stands because nobody has challenged it at the level of the administrative court. If it is not challenged, the order remains.
The order remains, but it's not applicable. That's why I'm telling you that he too has violated the laws, and that too will not be respected. Whether it remains or it doesn't remain, because sometimes the regime is in place, they don't want to just like force him to withdraw it because they don't want to save the image. Sometimes they just pretend as if they were not aware of all these things. Know that when they do this thing in world, like, so in Cameroon here, we do know
if Amadou Tante, if you were the SDO in Fundi, you will accept that accept that fire should start in your area of command.
Where is the court there? Why did they create the court first of all? Why they created the court to do what with it? We have the law here that are punishing these things and all that. Like, if something is not going right, the matter should be solved to the court. So it's the court that is supposed to carry out the investigation and do the rest. The SDO, since when did the SDO become the judge that is trying to prosecute Cameroonians and deciding on things that's how it's supposed to be done? So that's not the right thing to be done. First of all these things we all know very well that we have the preamble of the constitution and international laws that prohibited all this type of things. Those are illegal acts that are taken by the SDO. Except the SDO is telling us that through his act he has created another republic called the Fundi Republic. And when we are supposed to come to Fundi Republic, you need authorization, or he have the right to decide to exile somebody from Fundi or whatsoever. So we are in a state of law. They should respect this law and allow the executive, the judiciary to play their part. The executive support to stop playing the part of the judiciary. So this kind of things is unacceptable in a state of law like Cameroon, because it's just only there to create fear among Cameroonians, to make people to be afraid to share their opinion on things that are happening in Cameroon. Sometimes we see even the minister, even though I appreciate the communique from the minister of communication,
no, the Minister of Communication, he did not go directly.
No, that's what I'm saying, that I appreciate his communique, because he tried to make us understand that Cameroon is a state of law, and we have a lot of things that has happened for us to freely express ourselves today, even though he was trying to say that it stands to President Paul Biya. That's not the common thing that I look at very funny. But everything they will start to give praise to President Paul Biya. Like, when was President Paul Biya in 1960 or 1957 when Cameroon we started fighting for our right? Fighting for independence. That's when this issue of right and all the like started. When people started fighting for their independence between the 50s and the 60s, and they get independent from the colonial master, until then, up to date, Cameroon have been fighting for this independence, and a lot of Cameroonians have died, sacrificed their life only to see that we should freely express ourselves or freely move from one part of Cameroon to the other. So no, this kind of thing is unacceptable.
Imagine we've read so much about